I believe that there was historical progress over time. But that progress is never linear in the sense that every year things get a little bit better. Sometimes we move forwards and sometimes we move backwards. We've had big setbacks in the progress of democracy just in the 20th century. The 1930s saw huge threats from both fascism and communism. The 1970s, we had the oil shocks, we had stagnation in the world economy, debt crisis. And so, there have been a lot of setbacks along the road. The question isn't whether things are always going to get better. The question is there an overall trajectory? And I really do think that there isn't a system that is going to work better than liberal democracy. I think that China and Russia were arguing that you needed their kind of authoritarian decision-making system in order to get things done, in order to have economic growth, in order to have a big place in the world. And I think that's not true. Those countries are capable of making huge mistakes. And I think democracies have a lot of resources by which they can correct the mistakes that they made. And so we're going through one of those corrective periods right now. But that doesn't mean that democracy in the end isn't going to prove to be a superior system overall.
What do you mean by that?
Well, meaning that we are in a tough period of democratic setback, but I think past history shows that that's not going to last forever.
So you still believe that liberal democracy will be one day the final phase of our governance everywhere?
I don't think it will necessarily flourish everywhere. Like, I'm not expecting Saudi Arabia to become a liberal democracy, anytime in my lifetime. The real question, though, is whether there is a higher form of human political and economic and social organization that is higher than liberal democracy. In the days of Karl Marx, many communists believed that communism would be that superior system. And, that was really the argument I was making back in 1989, that it didn't look like we were going to be superseded by that. I don't think the Chinese system, I don't think the Iranian system, I don't think the Saudi system are superior social systems to liberal democracy. So in that sense, I think that, normatively at least, democracy still remains the best.